Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing very well. Another fragrance review, this time from the house of Montblanc. For the introduction, Montblanc Explorer, positioned as a scent for the adventurous soul, steps into the crowded arena dominated by fragrances inspired by the renowned Creed Aventus. My take here will analyze its scent, performance and overall appeal, especially when contrasted with popular contenders like Armaf's Club de Nuit Intense for Men and Afnan's Supremacy Not Only Intense. The presentation for Montblanc Explorer, so it does not offer a lot like other fragrances do, and mostly the clone fragrances and alternatives to our Creed Aventus. So in my last video I reviewed the Supremacy Not Only Intense, which is like some 35 or $36, and you guys can see the presentation for that is like excellent. It is a 10 out of 10. But this time Montblanc Explorer, so the presentation you cannot expect much. It is what it is. So this is the presentation. Explorer on the front, Montblanc logo, company name, Eau de Perfume 100 ml bottle. On the top nothing, on the sides nothing, and on the back the same thing, Explorer Montblanc. And on the bottom, this is, as you guys can see here, this says made in France, Champs-Élysées, Paris, and you get the batch code over here. So this is 03L14L032A, and this particular batch is from 2021. It is like 4 years old, which is a good thing. This has been on my shelf for like the past 4 or 5 years, and now I'm reviewing it. So this is what the bottle looks like. The cap is a heavy metal cap, but from the inside this is plastic, the outside is metal. And on the top you get this star, which is the logo of the company, and on the atomizer you again get the star. There is Montblanc Explorer written on this metal plate, two sides, both sides. And I'll show you guys the spray, the atomizer, if it is visible. This is really good. This shoots very far. This is a misty spray. The atomizer on this one is really good. I like the atomizer. And again the Montblanc logo here up front, and this has this fake type of a suede or leather thing, and if you try to pull it off it will just fall off, but we are not gonna do that. And the bottom, again the star logo of the company, and you also get the batch code or perfume concentration here somewhere. Okay, right here you get the batch code again, 03L14. so this is the batch code again. This is what the presentation for Montblanc Explorer looks like. So the notes for this fragrance: in the top this has bergamot, pink pepper and clary sage. In the heart this has heightened vetiver and leather. In the base it has ambroxan, agarwood, Indonesian patchouli leaf and cacao pods. So how does this smell? I will tell you guys about the scent profile. From the opening, right off the bat, Montblanc Explorer offers a brighter and more inviting start. That bergamot really shines, giving it a zesty lift with a subtle spice from the pink pepper and a touch of aromatic clary sage. Personally, I find this opening smoother and more refined, with a noticeable jump in note quality compared to the often sharp or synthetic openings I now have perceive in what have become for me somewhat mediocre offerings like Club de Nuit Intense for Men and Afnan's Supremacy Not Only Intense. The opening of both of those fragrances is more loud and potent, and they are like more citrusy, whereas this compared to them is like more smoother and more refined and not so much loud, potent or citrusy as those fragrances. Interestingly, there is a distinct pineapple vibe many people detect, even though it is not officially listed. Probably a clever trick with the blend. As this goes to the heart and develops, Explorer brings in a more grounded masculine feel with the earthy woodiness of heightened vetiver and a touch of refined leather, unlike the sometimes overwhelming smokiness I find in Club de Nuit Intense and potentially dense fruitiness of Afnan Supremacy Not Only Intense. Explorer maintains a smoother and more balanced character, again showcasing what I perceive as a higher quality ingredients. Now as this develops more and goes to the base, the dry down is where Explorer settles in nicely with the woody sweetness of Indonesian patchouli, the warm slightly marine ambroxan, and that unique woody spicy agarwood. While Club de Nuit Intense for Men and Afnan Supremacy Not Only Intense often boast significant base note intensity, Explorer offers a more subtle yet still pleasant and long-lasting foundation. This is not long-lasting as Club de Nuit Intense or Afnan Supremacy, but this is still good enough because this, to my nose, the quality of the base notes is also superior. So for the notes quality, this is good enough. Now the performance. So performance wise, Montblanc Explorer offers a more moderate experience. I find it lasts around 6 to 7 hours on the clothing and about 2 to 3 hours on the skin, but a very light. This is definitely a lighter, fresher scent, and it's worth noting that for longevity, fragrances like Club de Nuit Intense or Afnan Supremacy Not Only Intense will typically outperform it. Explorer has a night scent bubble for the first 2 to 3 hours, which is noticeable, but it is not loud or overpowering like Supremacy or Club de Nuit Intense. Now the price and value. So Montblanc Explorer typically costs around $50 to $60 depending on where you purchase it. I personally got this for some $56. In contrast, both Club de Nuit Intense for Men and Afnan Supremacy Only Intense can usually be found between the range of 30 to 40 USD range. So Explorer is a bit more expensive and it doesn't offer the same level of long-lasting performance as Club de Nuit Intense or Afnan Supremacy. However, the smoother and better quality notes in Explorer are a significant draw. If you prefer a lighter, fresher version of this style of fragrance, Explorer is the way to go. If performance is your top priority, then Club de Nuit Intense for Men or Afnan Supremacy Not Only Intense would be a better choice. So my overall impressions, Montblanc Explorer is a very well crafted and versatile fragrance that offers a more polished and smoother take on that Aventus-inspired theme compared to the often bolder openings of Club de Nuit Intense or Afnan Supremacy, which I now find less appealing and a bit of lower note quality. While all of them aim to capture a similar essence at a more accessible price point than Aventus, Explorer distinguishes itself with a brighter opening and less overtly intense development. Its versatility for different occasions and seasons is a big plus. Personally, I find this scent profile and the higher quality of the notes in Explorer far more appealing now than somewhat commonplace DNA of Club de Nuit Intense or Afnan Supremacy Intense. So my final thoughts, guys. In conclusion, Montblanc Explorer is a commendable fragrance for those wanting a well-blended, versatile and more refined take on the Aventus DNA with a lighter overall feel and, in my opinion, superior quality notes. Both of those fragrances also have good quality notes, but compared to this Montblanc Explorer, in my opinion, this has better quality notes. While it comes at a slightly higher price point and doesn't match the longevity of some competitors like Club de Nuit Intense or Afnan Supremacy Not Only Intense, its smoother scent profile and brand appeal make it worthwhile option, especially if you find those other fragrances less appealing due to their low perceived quality and prefer a fresher and less intense experience. Ultimately, the choice will be yours based on whether you prioritize the more refined scent profile and higher quality I find it in Explorer, or the longer lasting performance offered by Club de Nuit Intense for Men and Afnan Supremacy Not Only Intense at a lower price. So the choice will be yours. Tell me in the comment section below, what do you think about this fragrance? This was all for the video. Take care. Bye bye.